spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these.
Gonna run it. It's Hester. Can't get him to the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Motion from the back. The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Hard running there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Emmanuel. The screen, and watch out! He breaks a tackle. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Special teams heading out after the 3rd down completion's not quite special enough to move the chains. Catches it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Florida Atlantic's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll try to run for it. Turning it on! That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the handoff. And some room to work. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Using his legs, a tester. What a cut. Now he's loose. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Rides the back and leaves it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Emmanuel. Makes the catch, it's Hester. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Terrell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Owls moving quickly to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Makes the grab down the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northern Illinois. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
On the move, it's Gage. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. And the Owls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Catch in the middle, it's Platt. There he goes. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Using his legs, it's Hester. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Back to throw, it's Emmanuel. Caught, close to the marker, it's Gibson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Makes it past the marker. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. That'll close the gap to 14.
Well, he either didn't get all of it or he's the most accurate kicker in college football because he hit the crossbar and still it somehow went in. Great trick shot from 40+.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll do it himself. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Back to throw, it's Emmanuel. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. He'll take it on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll give it to the back.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the shovel. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the tight end. The give from the gun. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the 4th quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Florida Atlantic races to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. The give on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Collins. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. From the gun, the ground game. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Going to throw it over the top of the D. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Gage. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. This is a design run. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not...
Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Running back searching for a hole.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Give to the running back. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing.
He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
On the run, it's Hester. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Quick release on the RPO. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Unloads it left, and he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Here's a heat. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on 1st down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on 2nd down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The short hands, it's Strickland. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He'll take another shot here. Got a man in the middle. He's loose. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Kennedy. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Gets away. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Hester. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. On the run, it's Strickland. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to him.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. To the air, it's Emmanuel. That's caught. It's Jones. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. In the gun end, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Coordinator's got to be thrilled with that 3rd down sack. And the returner will be brought down. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. There he goes. It's a fumble on the play. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They bring the punter onto the field now. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick completion on the out. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Emmanuel. Under fire. Caught near the sticks, it's Gibson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Makes the catch down the right side. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Kennedy. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Emmanuel. Caught behind the line. It's Hester. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Plows through the defense. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for a gap. It's Strickland. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking to throw it to Manuel. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And now on second down for this offense. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab. Looking for the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. They're trailing by 11 to Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to run it. Running into the open space. Got the first down and more. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. Off play action on first down. Escapes the sack. Firing deep. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass, and what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Pulls it in. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. It's a draw. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good, right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Dropping back, it's Emmanuel. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Kennedy. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Emmanuel. He's got him. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the tight end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll try it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Emmanuel. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese, and there were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So Troy's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Worley. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Boyd. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Trojans are on the move. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Freeman. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try.
Turning it on! He's at the 10. Touchdown!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Boyd. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A first down for the offense. To the air on first down. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bryant. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab, it's Freeman. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
A first down run in the red zone. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Troy! He would not be denied. Well, you can hear the tackle drills for this defense next week already after all of those misses.
And I tell you what, it's so nice to have a running back that can smell the end zone. He's not going to be denied, squares his shoulders up, gets powerful, smells that end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Backed up now, here's second and long. Takes the handoff, it's Hester. Past the first down marker and still running. Turns it on in midfield. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Leaves it with the running back. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Emmanuel. Makes the grab, it's Jones. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. Gets away from one. Finds some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Off the play fake. He'll throw it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. So now it's second and long. Looking for room. It's Walters. They could have used a little bit more there and picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Escapes trouble. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Looking downfield, it's Emmanuel. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls and fires complete to the right.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a catch at the 15. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Trojans! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northern Illinois.
Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw. It's Emmanuel. Got it in the middle. It's Hester.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out through the 25. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Still on his feet at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Emmanuel. Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Power football with the run.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Boyd. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed behind the line. It's Walters. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Now on 2nd down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready.
Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Dropping back, it's Emmanuel. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hester. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for space. It's Walters.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the option. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Freeman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's caught. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Bryant. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Boyd.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
That's caught. It's Bryant. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Completes the shuffle pass. Touchdown, Troy! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And it's go time. You need a play late, and the big tight end comes through for you. You find him, he does the rest, catches the football, gets in for the touchdown, and now you take the lead.
Good job, good job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Emmanuel. Grab near the marker, it's Howard. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Wants to throw on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell.